I had an entire birthday surprise planned for my girlfriend. She ditched me for a surprise her friends planned behind my back, and now she's mad because I didn't join. I've been dating my girlfriend Cora for a couple years now. She is 25, and she just had her birthday. A week out, I asked her not to make any plans for her birthday, obviously stating that I had made evening plans for us. Dinner at this restaurant she's been talking about for ages, dessert, and then a drive to go stargazing. I had been hinting around it all week to Cora. I also asked if her friends wanted to celebrate with her. They told me at the time they had not figured anything out yet, so I assumed they weren't doing anything and then made my plans. The day of Cora's birthday comes, and she leaves in the afternoon. I thought no big deal. She was probably having some birthday time to herself. She hadn't posted on her story or anything, so I didn't think anything of it. 6 p.m. rolls around. I'd messaged and called her and still nothing, so I checked her location because she normally replies very quick. We have each other's for safety reasons, and she was at one of her friends' houses. So I asked her friend if she'd seen my girlfriend because I had a birthday surprise set up for her. Turns out that her friends did make plans for her birthday and didn't tell me because they thought I would ruin the surprise and wanted it to be a complete secret. They had lunch and then made more plans to go out to some bars and celebrate. They then invited me, but I declined out of politeness and not wanting to crash their plans since she sees her friends rarely outside of work. I messaged Cora to have a good night with her friends, and I'll see her when I get home. I had a cake waiting for her and thought nothing of it, and hung with a couple of my friends. Cora came home and was angry I turned down her friend's invitation, and she wanted to see me with all of her friends on her birthday too. I said it wasn't a big deal and that I saw her in the morning and when she got home anyway. I also said that the invite felt like an afterthought when she had all the time during the day to invite me and she didn't. I only got the invitation because I call her friend asking if she was there. Am I being an asshole here? Edit number 1. She knew there were evening plans, just not the specifics of what we were doing, hence the hinting. Best comments by OP. The restaurant I'd booked was a restaurant that's been on her restaurant list to try for ages, but she's never had the time to visit, and the stargazing is something she's always expressed she wanted to do, but she's never had friends or dated anyone who cared for that kind of thing to want to do it with her. I 100% knew she would be really happy to do those things, especially on her birthday. Cora didn't tell me she wanted to do anything for her birthday, so I took some initiative. Had she told me she wanted a night at home, we could have done that. Or that she wanted to go out to bars, I would have been more than happy to do that as well, even including friends. Does she like surprises? She does. She likes throwing them and also being at the receiving end. She surprised me with concert tickets and organized a trip for my birthday when I let her know I had a free weekend a few weeks prior. Has this happened before or is a common occurrence? Honestly, this is a rare occasion. She has rescheduled things before for friends being in town unexpectedly, but she normally will tell me. I'm not sure why she didn't message or call me at least once between lunch and when I asked her girlfriend if she was alright. Update number 1, 2 days after the first post. Cora is out buying groceries, so I thought now would be a good time to update those who wanted one. This morning, Cora approached me about this first and apologized. She asked me what the plans would have been, so I let her know. She was rightly upset. I think my plans were way more thoughtful and memorable than lunch and a bar hop. I also brought up my annoyance that she missed out on these plans, which I really thought about, and that if she wanted to see her friends instead, she could have messaged me throughout the day, and I would have been happy to rearrange our evening. She took most of the responsibility and was genuinely sorry that she left me in the dark all night. I say most of the responsibility because her friends painted a completely different birthday scenario to her. When I called Rachel asking if they were doing anything to celebrate with Cora, they were telling Cora that her birthday surprise was going to include them too before our exclusive romantic evening. She told her, "I can't wait to meet me, before your big plans, you're going to love it, etc., and things like that." I never said anything of the kind to Rachel. However, her friends twisted it slowly throughout the week and made Cora think that my plan included then. Because it was her birthday, Cora thought it was really sweet I'd do that to get to know them better, and when I no-showed at their lunch, she took that as a sign I didn't care to get know them. The only reason I don't know them as well is because they're not consistently in one place, and I have been working and had other plans when they have been together. They then went bar hopping, and Cora said that she did want to leave early to catch our plans. However, she overheard Rachel inviting me and my decline, but never the actual conversation. Rachel twisted it again, saying that I didn't sound happy on the phone. Her friends bought her more shots. She overdid it and missed the time and our plans. When she finally checked her phone, the bars were busy and her phone was in her bag, so she missed my calls. My text read as passive-aggressive to her, which is why she was lashing out at me when I got home. She was upset because she thought I'd planned to be there with them and that I'd bailed. She doesn't really drink because she works a lot, so I understand her emotions were higher than normal, and she did take blame for everything that went wrong that night. She told me I don't have to meet those friends and that she doesn't think she is going to keep in touch anymore because she feels they overstepped by buying her so many drinks under the guise of being the birthday girl. I am not going to reschedule like I was planning because Cora wants to do something for me to apologize and make up for the time we missed. I'm excited and glad things are back to normal now. Thanks for the advice, everyone. Best comments. Cora's at fault for not texting OP at all, but her friends suck a hell of a lot more for twisting the truth to suit their plans. She's at fault, but she realized she was wrong and is trying to make amends. Her friends are complete assholes. Who does that shit? In my experience, the worst enemy of a girl's relationship is her single female friends.